The beauty of its islands, the kindness of its people, and the cultural heritage open an array of opportunities that have no boundaries, not only from a visitor's perspective, but also from an investor's point of view. I would like to introduce the moderator of our next panel. He is the president and CEO of the U.S. Tour Operators Association.
Well, thank you so much. Do you know how hard it is to be the last panel after a long, intense day? It's hard. It's hard. So you're going to have to work with us, okay? Because we're about fun, and it's supposed to be more fun in the Philippines, right? All right, so this is going to be fun, all right? It's fun, but it's really serious business, too. It's about jobs. It's about stimulating the economy, all of those things that you want and we want for you. There is a really powerful story to be told about the growth of tourism in the Philippines. So, Undersecretary, would you just give us an overview of kind of where we are, state of the industry with travel?
Thank you, Dale, and thank you for infecting us with your energy. I met Dale in Chicago in December, and I knew that he was going to be the perfect moderator, for such an important event. We come to New York to bring you the story about Philippine tourism. Tourism in the Philippines has been growing at a very rapid rate. Last year we grew 11.4%, and I must say that this is higher or faster than the global average of 4.4%, and even higher than the Asian average of 5%. We employ now about 5 million people, directly and indirectly. Tourism is also a story of increasingly inclusive growth the last 5 years, which has paved the way for inspiring stories of building communities, especially at the local levels, improving lives. And we have, in the course of our development, been opening up secondary destinations all over the Philippines, providing a lot of livelihood opportunities, and more importantly, from a strategic standpoint, positioning the Philippines very strongly as a multiple gateway tourism haven in Southeast Asia, which we consider a competitive advantage over some of the countries in the region.
I hope you all understand how impressive those numbers are, because I have the opportunity to interact with a lot of different countries and destinations from around the world, and rarely do I hear that kind of growth that the Undersecretary shared.
Never before, I think, in the history of the tourism industry in the Philippines has the public and private sector worked so closely hand in hand together, and I think that is why I think we see this momentum moving forward. The mandate of the Tourism Congress to help the small, medium enterprise, together with the Department of Tourism, and because of the convergence policy that the Tourism Department has had, working together across national government agencies, we've really aligned all the agencies with the private sector.
I'm really fascinated by the Clark Development Corporation and their mission, because when I read about them, they talk about how they can reduce red tape, cut through bureaucracy, improve governance. And if somebody's looking at investing in the Philippines, it seems like the Clark Development Corporation is kind of the go-to association.
We realize that a unique value proposition of Clark will be to provide a work, live, and play environment. So today I'd like to talk about the play part of that proposition. I think more importantly, we decided that it's to win the organization away from being purely regulators, as it was in the past, to becoming facilitators for business improvement and business development. And that's where I think the enhancement of the way we do business started to happen.
Tourism in most countries is realized as a top export. And in the United States, that wasn't realized until just less than 5 years ago. $230 billion gross visitor spend. That's a heck of an export the Philippines has going. Where the market opportunities are, it's about diversification. The Philippines is a sleeping giant.
We really have to make it easier for airlines to add more flights into the gateways like Manila, and more importantly, to open up the secondary destinations.
Clark is one of the destinations that is part of that overall plan by the Department of Tourism. And as far as we can see, Clark by itself is actually an excellent destination by its own right. We can be the entry point as well and jump-off point to other facilities outside of Clark, into Subic, into North Luzon and things like that.
Today, we are here to invite our partners from the business community and the travel trade here in the U.S. to take a closer look at the Philippines, the tourism industry, what it has to offer, find out the many reasons why CNN, Condé Nast, Travel and Leisure have named the Philippines as among the best destinations, rising stars, most romantic destinations.